Next up is an interview with Travis Chen. He was a programmer on Guitar Studio. Travis is going to talk about everything that the Guitar Studio is all about. He's going to go over the downloadable content, how to make your own music, how to work the guitar, the drums, you know, what you can do, what kind of music you can create, what's possible. Pretty much anything and everything is possible with the Guitar Studio. It just comes down to your imagination, your creativity, what you want to do with it and where you want to go with it. Anyhow, Travis, I'm going to let Travis do all the talking. You know, really nice guy. He took his time. You know, Travis, thank you very much. Thank you for taking all the time out to go over, you know, a Guitar Studio with me, and really appreciate it. Anyhow, Activision, thanks, Neversoft, thanks again for making this happen. Travis, take it away. Alright, this is Cyber Athlete once again with Gamertag Radio. Here we have Travis, who worked on the music studio for Guitar Hero World Tour.
Yeah.
Actually, he's going to give us a tour of through the music studio. He was one of the programmers behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, who better than Travis to tell us all about it?
Yeah, so like you said, my name's Travis Chen, design programmer on the music studio. I work for Neversoft Entertainment. So right now we're looking at the music studio. So really the music studio is broken out into three aspects that kind of evolve in the difficulty that it's going to take to create a song. So right now we're in the recording studio. And the idea with the recording studio is you have a bunch of instruments in the recording studio. And you can select between those instruments, get a whole band together, and just jam out in the recording studio. Record a track, play it back in game. The next step in the music studio evolution is GH Mix. And essentially in GH Mix, it's your parallel to GarageBand, Ableton Live, you know, Cubase. It's your in-game music studio platform, and you could really create diverse songs in this GH Mix editor. We have full step recording, live recording, copy paste, nudging, deleting, undoing, full, you know, whole tool set for you guys to just freak out and create crazy songs in this music studio package. So I'll just go through in the recording studio and kind of show you some of our basic instruments. Right now we're looking at a fun one, which is the drum machine. And I'm going to set it to the Computite kit. It's kind of an 8-bit-ish kit. So basically what happens here is I'm holding down a button and a loop's going to play. And if I switch to the next button, it's going to trigger the next loop. And it's always going to be on beat. So I'll hold down green. So you see me switching between. So I'm going to change my loop type to experimental. So I have different loops now. So I'm just going from green to red. And now if I want to, I'm going to stay on green, and if I touch the new touch strip buttons, it kind of does solo. Now this is going to drop out the snare, so I'm just bass drum. I'll bring everything back in. And then right here,
sweet.
Right here, you know, Mammy Bar does a crash cymbal.
I mean, it would make anyone sound good, you know, anyone who doesn't know what they're doing.
Do it,
and they'll still sound.
Give this to a 10-year-old, they'll figure it out. And the strum bar does a little a pitch bend. And if I hold press the back button, which is our new star power button, this big button right here, it's going to switch me to my percussion kit.
Impressing the ladies has never been easier.
So the percussion kit for this guy is a robot voice. So that's the drum machine. That's just one of our fun kind of instruments. I'll walk you through some of the other instruments that you can play with the recording studio. And again, this in the recording studio, get your friends together, just jam out in a band, you know, get a concert going, play this in front of a crowd, whatever, do what you want. So here you got your rhythm guitar. We have line 6 effects in the game. So line 6 is a little effect module that guitarists plug their guitar into, and it's different amp cabinets, different effects. So we partnered with line 6, and we effectively have the line 6 pod in the game. So all our guitar samples run through this line 6 pod. So you see here we have a bunch of different effects. And there's like 40 plus of these for the rhythm and lead guitar. So I'll pick like a metalish one. And so how we do this is we have a scale system. So right now in F minor. So I'll change to F major. And now I'm just playing. Just strum the chords. And if you hold the the star power button down, just like you were pushing down on the strings on a guitar, do a little muted chord. So I'm heavy strum, mute. So now I'll kind of walk you through. That was the rhythm guitar. That's how you you know, get your sweet rhythm riffs. So let me play some lead guitar here, which is on this controller. So with the lead guitar, again, I have line 6 effects on the lead guitar. Arena fuzz, that's a pretty fat one. So a lead guitar works, again, you hold down the fret, strum. With the lead guitar though, you have hammer-on and pull-offs. So if you hold down the fret and quickly hit a note, strum, you get sweet solos out of that. So let me set my range to high. We're going to play on the higher end of the guitar neck and just get a solo going. And then if I tilt the guitar down, I play in the lower octave of the scale. So that's kind of a walkthrough of some of our instruments. So now let me take you to the next part of the game, which is the advanced editor, the GH Mix. So quit out of here, and this is, I'll bring you into a song that I created earlier today. It took me about maybe 10 or 15 minutes to...
That's it?
Put this song. Well, it's not a great song, but I'll show you some great songs later.
I'm sure it's good enough.
So this is kind of a jazz funky song. So in this, we're in GH Mix now. This is your advanced editor, and this is where, you know, the guys that are going to spend hours and hours in this are going to be, and you can really create anything you want. 64th notes on all 5 tracks. We have copy, paste, delete, nudging, adding markers. Adding markers, you can actually change your light show too, so you can set your light show to strobe during your solo of your song. Wow. And you can switch switch to different instruments, record different parts, play it back. So right now I'll just play back my little song. So again, I can just stop it, come here, and just let's record some more notes here. And then I can play that part back. Pretty easy. That's pretty cool. Overdub a track, edit a track. And so, let's say once I've created a sweet song, now the cool thing and the big win for the music studio is I could publish all of this online in our GH Tunes interface. And so when I publish a song, you rename the song, set the genre of the song, set the playable tracks of the song, and also edit an album art for the song. So you can also, in addition to giving some creative musical content, you also give some visual content as well with the song.
So that means when I buy the game, I gotta hire a graphic artist, a roadie, a webmaster.
I mean,
it's a pretty expensive game.
The tools are there. Yeah, definitely. So let me show you some songs that some people have created, and again, all of these songs can be uploaded. We are shipping with example songs that some people at Neversoft have made. These guys at Neversoft, some of them are note trackers, really talented musicians, composers. Some of them are producers that aren't musicians at all, but just really dug the system and dived down and made songs. One of our producers did a bunch of classical covers, so public domain classical songs, but made like rock versions of them. So I'll show you one of those. This is traditionally known as a very hard classical song to play, Flight of the Bumblebee. So again, you could play any song you create in the music studio in-game, and as long as you've created the instruments for it, you can play with the whole band. So we're playing this in-game on Expert. And one thing to note too is, he created the Expert track, and we auto-create the hard track, medium track, and easy track based on that. So you can play any music studio song at any difficulty, and we also create star power sequences. Okay, so that's
crazy.
Pretty hard song.
I'm not that good.
So let me kind of show you some variety that we have with these songs that, I mean, again, these are Neversoft employees that I've made, but they were created in the same tools that we're going to be providing our entire Guitar Hero community that pick up Guitar Hero World Tour. So let's play Laser Pop.
We'll be getting these songs?
You'll be getting 15 plus of these example songs that Neversoft has created on disc, so you don't have to download them. They come on disc. So in addition to our 85 plus Guitar Hero songs, you're also getting 15 plus.
See, I did not know that.
Yeah. And all these songs are going to be available on the Quick Play set list, so you can have a set list of some Guitar Hero World Tour songs and some music studio songs that you've downloaded. So this is Laser Bop. This is like a more synthy pop song. So yeah, you kind of, between those two songs, you kind of get a sense of how diverse you can really be with these, with how you make your songs. And for the rhythm and lead guitar, again, you have line 6 effects, 40 different types of effects you can set it to. The drums, we have 20 plus drum kits. Each of them have a complementary percussion kit. One of the drum kits we have actually has robot voices. One of them has gunshot sounds. We have a ton of different fun things that you can do with the drum kits. And then keyboards, we have 70 plus keyboard sounds. Some of them are like video game sounding sound effects. You know, you can make a total 8-bit song.
We're talking about all these soundtracks coming online of old classic games. I wouldn't be surprised to see Mario.
Well,
Ninja Gaiden tunes.
Well,
you have copyright issues.
We do have copyright issues.
But what if people like us make it?
You can, like at home, any song you want save locally, you can. As the GH Tunes interface, though, that's what I'll talk about next, is where you're uploading the songs to. So when you publish a song, you publish it to GH Tunes. And so GH Tunes, and you do have to click through a legal agreement, and we do have a takedown policy. But basically what happens is you're publishing your song to the world. And GH Tunes, if you want to find songs to download, there's a all-time best leaderboard, which is like top 100. Your best this week, which is like top 100, but just in this last week.
Like most downloaded songs? Or?
Most downloaded. I mean, that's kind of more your all-time best. It's kind of a hybrid between how many times it's been downloaded and how many times it's been rated. We actually have a rating system, so when you play back a song in game and you rate it 0 to 5 stars, and then you that then gets calculated into the GH Tunes leaderboard and filters those leaderboards accordingly.
Wow.
So and we have a showcase leaderboard that people.
You really don't want us to have a life after this game comes out, do you?
Yeah. Well, no.
No.
No. I mean, we're really hoping the community just digs down into
I don't think I'll be here for the next event. I'll have to find a replacement for me. Like, where is Cyber?
He's making songs.
He's making songs. He hasn't left his basement.
Yeah, I mean, we're really hoping that everybody, you know, people go into GH Mix and just create crazy songs that we had no idea that you could create. And we're trying to provide the community with as many tools as we can to get, you know, that accomplished. So, and I mean, in GH Tunes interface, you can sort by genre. You can search titles of songs. So we're hoping, you know, get the hip hop songs in there, get the metal songs in there, get the country songs in there. We want it all. So that's GH Tunes. And the cool thing about the music studio, so again, to recap, there's the recording studio, which is, you know, get a band together and just live play. There's the GH Mixers, which is your advanced editor, your you know, GarageBand-esque music editing package. And then you have GH Tunes, which you can download. So you don't even have to participate in creating songs or jamming with other people. You could, I mean, essentially free downloadable content for the entire Guitar Hero community, and a hopefully endless supply of downloadable content.
So you guys never have to release any songs, you know? You just let us, you know. They take care of it. They got it, you know. Don't worry about it. No, that's really cool. So that was just the longevity of the game would be pretty much infinite.
We're hoping so.
Infinite, awesome.
Yeah.
So anyone, you know, a lot of people, like, I just recently started playing the guitar. I'm not that great, but, you know, for someone who doesn't make music or play an instrument, the music studio, I would assume, I think it should be pretty easy to pick up. And
well, again, it's kind of comes back to that there's like stepping stones through the music studio. So the first, like, jump into the game, go to the recording studio, pick up a guitar, and just realize that pressing a button and strumming plays a note. And then you kind of go, okay, well, I like those 7 notes that I was playing, but now let me kind of figure out some other notes that I could play. So then you kind of dig into the scale system, where you can set different scales of your guitar. And then, you know, you start learning music theory, like what is a blues scale, what is a major scale, and you can kind of evolve, you know, and it almost teaches you how, you know, what makes up a song, what makes up a good song, what sounds good. And then you take it to the next level and go to GH Mix, which, I mean, is essentially, you know, if you can, you know, work in GH Mix, then you're, you know, that the next stepping stone is to, you know, create songs on your computer, you know, work in, you know, Reason, Cubase, whatever. So, I mean, GH Mix is really simple in some aspects, but it's very powerful, and that's kind of the tone of the entire music studio. Is it's really simple at first glance. You can press a button, play a note, you know, but it's very deep for the tool set and how powerful it actually is. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of information that
it's
myself, and our listeners will have to digest. Take a couple of days. We have some time before the game comes out to be able to do that. So, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm just, you know, really excited to see what the community brings. Really excited to see what, you know, your listeners bring, and just, you know, I want to see crazy stuff that I've, you know, never thought the music studio had the possibility to create. And I want to see a band perform live on stage with Guitar Hero controllers. That would be super sweet.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Travis. Thanks a lot, man. That's you know, thank you for your time and all the information that you shared with us. And you know, like I said, like everyone else, myself, I can't wait for the game to come out. Cool. Till then, I'll be playing Guitar Hero 3 and working on my skills. But you know, I'm definitely looking forward to Guitar Hero World Tour. Absolutely.
Cool. And hey, look for my songs up on GH.
I will.
I'll definitely be making them. Yeah.
All right. Definitely. Absolutely, Travis.
Cool.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Hey, thank you.
Take care. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.